Hello, everyone. Welcome to our March Unsung Hero interview. Today happens to be March 8th, the date that we are recording this interview, and it happens to be International Women's Day. So it's very fitting that our next guest is a doctor who not only helps people every single day, but has also taken the time to give back to her community in India. She comes from a state called Jharkhand, which used to be part of Bihar. This statistically has the highest percentage of people living under the poverty line. She was nominated by someone who immediately thought of her when he received our Unsung Hero flyer. And he thought of her because of her strong belief in helping the needy and underprivileged from her community where she can make a difference. Our Unsung Hero for the month of March is Dr. Geeta Gupta, also known as Dr. Geeta by her patients and her friends and family. I'm going to let her speak for a little bit as to her journey, her personal and professional, just life and her trajectory. But I wanted to read a few sentences written by the person who nominated her and who explains why he thought she deserves this recognition. So he said, together with a team of NRI doctors, now NRI stands for non-resident Indian. This is for people who have left the country, left India, of Indian origin, and who've settled abroad. So India refers to them as NRIs. So he said, together with a team of NRI doctors, she started Pran Bhajana. I'm going to let her explain what that is later on. But this is an organization that provides free healthcare services to the underprivileged with mobile clinics, ambulances, and a team of volunteers. She has been holding free healthcare camps, doing blood tests and EKG, distributing free medications to hundreds of patients, going in a Medivan to remote villages. And when she's here in the US, she follows them with the help of a local nurse and WhatsApp. So far, she has had over or held over 100 camps and has over 5,000 patients between here and in India, who she handles remotely through WhatsApp and Zoom clinics. He said also that she is associated with ASHA, a social organization that works for over 50 orphans and provides them with education. So Dr. Gupta, so honored to have you here today as part of our interview series. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Rekha ji, for inviting me for this honor and to Rao Legal Group.
Absolutely. Especially for you, I want to know what about your childhood was so important. Tell me about your parents, your grandparents. How was your childhood? Tell me that experience.
My childhood was a very happy one, and it was really nice because my father and my mother, they were the one who shaped my life, what I am today. My father was very helping type of, very helpful, very social type of person. And my mother was very, very simple. And she believed in, she has 7 children. So all the time she was busy with, she was always busy. I have always seen her in my entire childhood in kitchen. So my father was in a transferable job. So in government jobs, so he was all over Bihar. We went to, and my schooling is done all over Bihar. And
Wow.
He was the one who created. He told me that since I was very little that she's going to be a doctor. So it was in my mind that I will be I have
wow,
to.
so he kind of predicted what you were going to be.
Yeah, so you have because we were I was the eldest one of seven sisters, seven only sisters, no
Oh,
brother.
only
So,
sisters. My
so,
goodness.
so my father was our brother, our friend, our everything. He was our mentor. So he wanted me to lead this to as a good example of six other my
Can I
sisters.
ask you if your other siblings ever did they also become doctors? Did any
No,
of them?
no one became doctor, but two became professor, one became police officer, one became the general manager in
Oh
a
my goodness.
corporate world. So they all did very good, but no, not
Not a
doctor.
doctor. But it almost seems like there was a lot of strong community ties, right? Helping the community, doing some sort of a service. I mean, that police officer sister of yours, oh my God, she is
Yeah,
badass.
I have one son who is also a surgeon. He's a
Oh
surgeon.
goodness. So you've got
So
three doctors in the family.
yeah, so he's very close to me, and he's once he grew up, and he's like my friend, my sometime my guide, and sometime I'm his guide and he's my guide. So he told me after then I had knee surgery, I started having health problem. Then he said that mom, slow down. Your entire life you just devoted your whole life to Papa and me. So just now you don't have to do anything for me, and Papa is also can manage.
And
So
by the
you
way, Papa means dad, right? I
dad,
mean,
dad,
okay.
sorry, dad, yeah.
No, no, I
Dad,
just wanted to clarify.
and yeah, and dad, and now you have to whatever you want to do in your life, and you should do that. And then I started thinking that what do I want to? I helping was in my nature, so
So,
that's
Dr. Gupta, you came here, you studied in India, right? You
yeah.
did your medicine in India.
Yes,
What
yes.
was your specialty?
There I was, oh, that I forgot to tell you. I was OBGYN in India. So I thought that, and OBGYN, involves mostly surgery. So everybody said that you cannot live without surgery. You cannot go in your, but when I came here, I saw that um, I couldn't go for OBGYN because it needed 7 years of my time. So I
Additional.
was not
Okay.
now that time I was not married. So I got married and then I have all these responsibilities. So I said, no, I cannot another 7 years just for that training program. So I had to take the shortest route of medicine, 3 years of training program. After taking all the exams and then I had to do the training of 3 years and then I became internal medicine. But slowly I
So
started.
you have a double specialization? You're a double MD?
Yeah, that is not recognized here, but yes, in India I did OBGYN post MD. Yeah, and here I did internal. No, I always wanted when my son told me that you have to do your passion, then I started thinking about what is my passion, and then I saw that I want to do something for my institution, which I really loved. My institution, my medical school. I spent 9, 10 years there, and it was who made me this eligible to do all this in my medical profession, and all free of cost. That was another thing because we went through competition, so it was all free of cost. The government paid for us. So I
Wait, so
want
getting into this school in medical school, at that time, you actually got a scholarship to attend free of cost?
that school is the medical school is government medical school that is free of cost
It's
anyway,
free.
but you have to compete for that. You have to
So
be
it's merit based.
it's merit based completely. So it was, and still there is still there. That college is medical school is like that. So
And the
this
fact that it's such a good school, because I know one of the reputations, unfortunately, India has is in order for you to go to a good school or get a good education, you have to go to some of these private institutions. So it's really heartwarming to hear that this institution was government run,
mm,
completely free, and
yeah.
you got such a good education that still resonates with you as to how much it's
Yeah,
influenced you.
but my idea of helping anyone is who is really needy, who is, and where I can make difference, these two. And then but I didn't know how to start it, how to do it. There is two actually they were wife and husband. They are all Dr. Dinesh Ranjan, Dr. Ratnavali Ranjan. He's a liver transplant surgeon. He was in Chicago and Kentucky, and he was now he's retired. So we met in Ranchi in Jharkhand in 2019 November, December, when usually we go to India that time. So they were also there. They were retired also. So they were for a long time there. So they heard that I am interested in doing something like that. They were also
looking for something as well. Yeah.
So he's the one who took care of all the legal aspect, all the paperwork and all. I told him that I can only see patient. I can interact. Don't ask me to do anything else. So I'm not good at it at all, and I don't have interest in all that. I'm just
you just want to serve.
Go groundwork. I will do all the seeing patient, and this is what we start. This is our understanding. And then at that time, one big donor, he noticed that we are Bajana through Bajana. Bajana is Bihar Jharkhand Association of North America. So that is Avinash, my husband was the president of that. So they saw that we are doing such a good job because we were doing Zoom clinic with their help. So they were all the technical aspect and all that. So right away they gave us big donation for 100,000. So you imagine how many 83 lakhs it became. So rupees. Yeah. So we had then we bought that Medivan, equipped all medically equipped Medivan, and then as I told you that that I got associated with ASHA, that is a social organization. They were working on social causes and usually orphan kids and all that. I made a paramedical team out of their grown-up children. We are high schooler and or college. They were. So we selected them as a team to help us with the camp. So now that team is so efficient. They are so good that just give them 1 day notice and they are all ready to with the Medivan and all everything. They're always ready.
And is that here, Dr. Geeta, or is it in India?
India,
in India. Okay.
We created that team, which is working wonderfully now. So
I am so impressed that you started all of this in 2019. When I was reading the person who nominated you, I was reading the sort of the testimony and the bio. When I counted the 5,000 patients, or over 5,000, because now you have some here as well, the people that you're helping, I thought this was set up a very, very long time ago. But 2019, since then
and then first 2019 we got together and decided how to shape the organization, and then that time we had our own contribution. We didn't have any donation or anything. So with our own contribution we started, and we thought that we will do a pilot project that to see the response, because they don't the local doctors, local medical system, they don't like NRI doctors coming and doing it free, and then they had that belief that they come only for photographs and that's to show it social media or
for marketing,
just for that show off.
Right.
So I said that no, this is not so they were not cooperative at all. So we thought that let's see how the response is going to be. So we did that in Ranchi towns actually. So, but for 3 weeks continuously, me and both Dr. Ranjans, three of us, we did it continuous 21 days, 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock continuous, and we got very good response, of course. But that was not our target population, because they were all town people, and they all had access to so many different choices they had. So, but it was. So we thought that we got good response, but we have to go to underprivileged remote areas. So this is so then COVID started 2020 March. Then we started thinking that how should we help them now, because we cannot go there anymore. So so for 2 years then we did this Zoom clinic, Zoom clinic for a couple of months, 3-4 months, when it was really bad in India. And then after that, we continued with WhatsApp hotline.
And
that,
were you, because I'm just thinking as you're talking, in order for Zoom to work, you need a good internet connection, you need somebody to have a laptop or a computer. Who was getting all of that together for you in India?
you will be so surprised. India is ahead of US for this technology. They have such a they get such cheap data plan. They get such cheap phone services. It's
So
really,
anybody could afford it. It's not
yes,
so expensive.
everybody is has phone. It's so cheap. Yes.
Fantastic. So I loved hearing this, but now I'm going to put you on the spot and I'm going to ask you a few rapid fire questions. Remember, first thing that comes to your mind. Okay, you don't need to think too hard. First thing you reach for when you get out of bed every morning.
Every morning since my childhood, I have a little prayer place. So I go and I do Gayatri mantra and all that.
What is the one thing about you that is unexpected, that if people heard that about you, they would be surprised?
I like to sing. So I think I'm so much interested in literature and all good books, literature, and even Hindi. And I have Harivans Rai Bachchan Madhushala. So that is no, I think a lot of people know about that.
No, but that's a good
I
thing to know that
sing
you have this as something you do outside of your profession.
yes.
That's good. If you could eat just one meal in a day,
I think
what would
I'm
it be?
used to eat the rice, dal, and vegetables. That's just these
Simple,
simple.
wholesome, but gives you a lot of comfort.
Yes.
What is your favorite song,
Oh,
since you're into karaoke?
Madhushala. Madhushala is actually not song, but it's a philosophy of life.
What are three things you cannot live without?
Like, oh my God. This is
tough, huh?
yeah, this is tough. Of course, my son and my, of course, husband. And third thing, and my passion. My passion is now my Pran clinic is beyond my passion.
Are you an early person, or do you sleep very late at night?
Very late. That is my another bad quality, that I sleep sometimes 4 o'clock in the morning. So naturally,
Oh my God.
but I'm trying to improve it.
I'm going to ask three more questions, and this is the end. This is your last few questions on your legacy, and I promise I will let you go. What are you the most proud of in terms of your accomplishments? Forget the world. What are you most proud of?
Raising my son, and I'm really proud of him, the way he became more humane way. I wanted, forget about his career and anything, but more humane.
So you're most proud of raising your son and how he's turned out today. What is the legacy you want to leave behind? So what do you want people to remember you by?
That I am natural, simple person, and this is my passion to help the needy and underprivileged. This is my.
And so that was about you, and that's great. I think you've, just from this conversation, I can see that you've left marks in every corner of the world. It almost seems, between India and here, that you've left your mark. If there was one thing that you wanted human beings to do, what's the one thing we all should learn and do out of life just to make this world a better place? What would it be?
This is what I also follow in my life, that should not do anything bad to other human being, and treat the other human being also as same as you would have liked to be treated. And no like it should be natural. It should not be should not cheat anybody, should not lie to anybody, and those basic things, basic human thing, uh, connect to other human being, and help whenever even if I help those orphan kids, or they call me ma. So they, because they don't have any parents in their life, so they I always tell them that only thing will liberate you, and that education. So you have to be educated, and you have to work hard, and once you become this uh, eligible, and once you become something, then you have to come back and help
Pay
people like
forward.
you.
Yeah,
You have to do that. So
very
so
nice. So you
so
wish everybody could, just take what people have given them in terms of, their generosity during their life, but then somehow pay forward. That's
mm,
great. That is it for your questions, Dr. Geeta. This was you certainly you did an amazing job. I was sitting with rapt attention listening to your journey, and before that, how you raise your son, because that has been, for me as a mom too, I totally understand that one of the things that we want as mothers is to raise children who can also be humble and just have that sense of humility. So this to be better.
one last thing I would like to say. Like I now I'm 70-year-old, and I want to do that. My passion this is. I That's why I wanted to be physically fit to do all this, to go to India and go to those remote villages and do all what I want I want to continue doing it as much as I can.
As long as you
So
can.
I say, so that's why I wanted to fit myself. I joined a dance class
Look
because
at that. So,
I don't
see,
like.
when I asked you the question, what is the trait that most is unexpected? That is your trait. Is a wonderful, wonderful reason. Pick up something which is for your health,
Hmm.
which you probably will enjoy doing. If you love to sing, I'm sure you would love
Exactly.
to dance.
That's why rather than gym, I joined dance class.
I love
And
it. I love it.
Bollywood dance, it
Of
moves
course.
all your joints, every joints moves. So that was such a
Oh, that is so funny.
fun.
Dr. Geeta, this was so much fun. Thank you for being you and giving us a little bit of an insight into you, and to give us an opportunity to post this on our social media platforms so other people can listen to your amazing story.